Hi, I'm Mark from L&M Small Engine. Today we're working on a Southland tiller. It's one of them 43cc engines on here. This thing's been sitting for like about 3 or 4 years, they told me. The primer bulb is hard as a rock. The fuel lines are hard as a rock, so we're probably gonna replace all the fuel lines and everything and see if we can save the carburetor. If not, we'll put a new carburetor on there. So hopefully you enjoy the video. And the first thing I'm gonna do is pop that spark plug out. Make sure the piston and everything's still in good shape. Looks like it was burning pretty good. But being this thing has been started in a while, I'm going to spray some WD-40 down the cylinder there to re-lubricate them rings a little bit. That grommet's all dried and cracked there too. The lines in here just sticky mush. It's a sad thing about ethanol in these small engines and stuff. Well, you can't even. It's hard as a rock. Pop that apart and look in there. I went online, and for what you spend on a carburetor kit on one of these, you can buy a whole new carburetor. So we're just gonna put a new carburetor on it. This throttle cable is kind of sticking earlier. Lock that into place. And I got a new fuel line kit for it too. Got a new grommet, new fuel line. So what I like to do is put like an angle on that fuel line. Spray a little lubricant on the grommet. Just like twist it around until you get it in there. Like that. And you want these to sit in the tank at the bottom. Okay, the return line, you don't need to have it all the way down in the tank. Just your pickup line for your fuel. So that's going to be this one here. So the longer one, that's going to have our fuel filter on there. I'm going to spray a little lube around that ring there. And there, I put the one closest to the carburetor. That's the one with the fuel filter on there, so I know. So I don't get stuff mixed up. So now we can go and put that carburetor on. Go ahead and get them snugged up. Make sure our choke works. Make sure the throttle's working. And in that kit that come with the carburetor, fuel lines and ground, it even comes with a new spark plug. All this was like about what, $12 or $13, and a diaphragm kit for one of them carburetors like $15. It's just shoot for another dollar or two. Just want to have a new carburetor, new fuel lines, everything. Okay, now I gotta hook up them fuel lines on the carburetor here. Okay, there's 2 outlets on this carburetor, and you gotta make a complete circuit so when you push the primer ball, it sucks the gas in on the fuel filter side, and the excess gas goes back at the tank. So if you don't know for sure which one's which, just spray a little bit of something on there and push that, and you see it shot out of here, so that's your return line. So this top line here, that's the one without the fuel filter on it. And this one here is our pickup line, this bottom one. I made this little thing out of a little pair of needle nose. I kind of ground it down so you can stick it inside the fuel and just stretch it out a little bit, not too much so you don't tear it. And if you have one of these 43cc engines and you want to get this carburetor and fuel line and all that stuff at one package, I think it's like $12 or something. Just either go to eBay or Amazon and just punch in 43cc dot engine and just like put carb, and all these will come up. So let me put some gas in here, and we'll push the primer bulb and make sure it's circulating the right way. And this is a 2-cycle, so you have to have the oil and gas mixture in it. And please don't use ethanol in these, because all it does is just gum them up. And you can see with this old carburetor and fuel lines what that ethanol does to it. Okay, so I'll push this primer bulb and see how it's sucking in that bottom line. Now it's coming out of the top and going back in the tank. So that's how you know you got it hooked up right. So now let's put the air filter on. See, look at what it does. That just turns it into goop. Yeah, we'll set this back over like this. I think the choke is on button's on. See if we got a mixer screw here somewhere. Okay, how about a quarter of a turn and try that once. So I'm gonna need a new kill switch there. Alright, the switch is working now. I just wiggle the wires a little bit. But anyways, for under $15, I mean seriously, get a new carburetor and new lines and all that for that price, plus a spark plug. You can't go wrong with that. So anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. If you like my videos, please press the like button and please subscribe. Anyways, have a good afternoon. Bye.